Hello everybody, it's Mike today. I'm bringing you my 50th... Alright. Hello everybody, this is Mike. Today I'm going to be bringing you my second 50th win streak. This time it's on Demogorgon. I'm honestly surprised it took me as long as it did to finish the Demogorgon challenge. He's by far my favorite killer in the game, and it took me, I want to say, 3 or 4 attempts. I'm getting pretty knee-deep into the challenge as well. I think in the first attempt my loss was at, I want to say, 38, 39 wins. It was pretty far in there. But I was finally able, to close it out. I'm actually pretty happy about it. I'm pretty stoked about that. I don't necessarily have a lot of free time, so anytime I did mess up, it would take me a week or two just to climb back up to 30 wins. It did take me a good 4 tries, but I did figure out the perk combination that I like the most. I will go over what I think works on him and what I don't think works on him. Yeah, let's get right into it. So when it comes down to it, I believe that Demo has an incredibly good chase, actually far above the average that most killers have in this game. And I think he has actually pretty decent pressure, kill pressure and map pressure just in general, if he's actually able to get his portals up. The portals kind of dictate how well, I want to say, your early and mid game are going to turn out, which kind of later affects the late game. But I found it incredibly important to get at least 3 or 4 portals out before I even started my first chase. Anytime I did, get 3 portals out, I significantly felt the game was so much easier and that I had way more control over generators, and the matches just played out way more comfortably and way more in my favor if I was able to get just a couple portals out before I initiated my first chase or got my first down or anything. If you can get a free down, sure, take the down over a portal. But most of the times I actually went out of my way to not chase people and actually just get my portals out, like similar to like a trapper or a hag, I guess. You need a little portal setup first before you actually start committing to chases and starting to get your downs and everything. And that leads me to kind of my second idea. His portals are probably just as important as his shred. Something I commonly see streamers and a lot of players that play Demo kind of preach, sort of, in a way. I don't think preach is the best word. But what they kind of try to show is that his portals are pointless and that, they'll always forget about it. In a lot of games, the only time Demo can not care about his portals and still do well, is when he's playing against people that are significantly far less skilled than the Demogorgon. Almost all of his map pressure comes from his portals, and if you're still dominating survivors without the portals, it's because they just aren't very good survivors to begin with. You really need them to have an edge on survivors that kind of know what they're doing, that can play around your shred, that can actually kind of loop you a bit even through your shred. But his portals are just as important, if not more important, than hitting his shred. His shred is definitely a very major component of his kit, but being able to, have good portal setup and actually abuse portal setups is just as important as being able to abuse his shred. Some common tips I actually want to give as far as setting up his portals. One, you can actually set them up in the middle of really popular loops. Any kind of jungle gym tile, the shack, cow tree, pretty much any of those. You can set up the portal in a way to where it can either A, protect the gen, or B, do both, actually protect the gen and function the way that I'm about to explain inside any kind of a loop. And that is, if you put, for example, a portal by a generator in shack and then one by, like, let's say the doorway next to like the lockers where you run in that space, anytime they try to loop the shack, they will run over that portal and gain the oblivious effect. So one, this doubles as a spot for you to teleport to and a spot for you to use to protect the generator, but it also doubles as a component for you to use the Oblivious effect and kind of just mind game survivors at spots you shouldn't really be able to mind game survivors at, particularly like Shack and Cow Tree and everything. Typically, Demo can actually run Cow Tree pretty well and not really care about what they do. Typically, his shred actually lets him get away with a lot of stuff at a lot of different loops. And that kind of leads me into one of my third points, I think now. You need to learn how to abuse his shred. His shred is by far one of the most easy to hit, most abusable abilities in the game. Pretty much it is one of the best chase enders on any M1 killer to have, being able to just leap and ignore, I want to say 60 to 70% of loops that this game has to offer, including like Cow Tree and Shack and, you know, crazy, you know, windows on like the game and Lery's and, you know, anything you can throw at this, you know, ability, it'll topple it. It is such a great ability. You have to learn how to abuse it. You have to learn its hitbox. You have to be able to, you know, take risks and hit those really near miss shreds and just get downs on people. The little seconds kind of matter when it comes to Demo. He doesn't have any hardcore mobility, especially if survivors are A, letting your portals sit in useless areas, or, you know, B, just not letting you establish any portals at all. Those are kind of two factors you got to take into mind when you're playing Demo as well. Some survivors that I found that were very skilled, they were actually just letting my portals that I had set up in good spots turn into terrible spots, and then they were just dead portals. They were just a dead part of my kit. There was nothing I could do besides hope that someone, you know, stumbled across them and then just broke it for no reason. But when they're that good, they usually don't. They'll just let it sit there and let it be useless. Not much you can do there. It just takes a lot of forethought. But I kind of rambled a bit there. But yeah, getting your portals around, you know, shacks and stuff like that, it typically usually, you know, it doubles up as gen protection, but also as mind game potential in a way. But also, I noticed a lot of people that play Demo, they'll just put portals right next to the generators. That isn't necessarily something you have to do. Usually I'll actually try and put it behind, you know, large boulders or behind a tree or behind a wall that's just near the generator. Typically, if you're running a perk like Barbecue or Thrilling Tremors, it's already going to tell you the information that you need. Either somebody's there or, you know, nobody's on the gen, somebody's on the gen. And you can just teleport to the portal that's out of the survivor's sight rather than right next to them on the generator that you already know that they're at. So I think you can get away with putting the portals just a few steps away or behind obstacles that make it hard for them to know that you're actually going to the gen. Because usually that can probably net you one gen pressure, but also a free hit while you're at it. If you were just teleporting right next to them, like just under their feet, usually you're not going to get a free hit unless you have movement speed stuff. But with this challenge, I did all 4 perks. I didn't give myself access to add-ons or anything. If you're going to kind of take the Otstarver approach of maybe doing 3 perks and then an add-on, I don't really think there's any add-ons I would want to sacrifice a perk for. I know the first thing that's going to come to people's minds is Rat Liver, but I really don't think Rat Liver is all that great, honestly. Once you kind of learn the parts where you need to start powering up your shred, you don't really need it anymore. It kind of widens the window for those kind of loops, if that makes any sense. It widens that, you know, that window when you can start to power up your shred and get its max potential out, and kind of just hit those parts earlier, or just kind of guarantee that you can hit them. But once you kind of learn the timing, you don't ever need it ever again. It's kind of overkill at that point, and then you're just missing a perk for something you're already comfortable doing. It doesn't really pay off. The only other add-on I could think of possibly running in its place is maybe like Deer Lung, and that's just to teleport faster, so you have a lot more mobility. Or maybe like Muse Guts, so you have an extra portal, and then if you do miss with Shred, you can recover a little bit faster. But I don't think any of his add-ons are worth a perk slot, so I think I'd always run 4 perks on demo. So overall, demo is I want to say has a pretty above average chase. He has super great map pressure if you can get his portals up. And just about most of the perks that I'm gonna recommend synergize extremely well with his kit. It makes him very versatile in the way that you can play him, in the way that you can kind of begin snowballing and kind of develop pressure and kind of play the match out. It doesn't force you into playing the same playstyle over and over. You can kind of, you know, play more towards, you know, this perk, and then, you know, this perk might eventually kick in, or, you know, you don't have to, you know, pork yourself into playing a certain playstyle every single match and kind of just hoping, you know, it works out. And overall, I just think he's very versatile. I think he's probably one of the most well-made killers in the game. The only cons I would say there are to playing demo in this kind of a challenge, you'll very quickly realize he's pretty much nothing without his portals and his shred. I mean, that's his whole kit basically, but like if you don't use his shred right, your chases are going to be very long and miserable. If you don't use his portals, you're just going to be walking around everywhere wasting a ton of time. Even if you get like really good fast chases, if you're walking around everywhere, it doesn't matter how quickly you end those chases. Instead of teleporting for 4 seconds, you know, you're walking for, you know, 20, 25, 30. So it just negates your whole chase. So you kind of really got to get, you know, his shred down. You got to kind of figure out where portals should be placed. Like even if you place a portal just in the dead middle of the map, just so you can start bouncing between, you know, different spots, they won't ever know where you are. Just anything, you kind of just got to start throwing portals down and kind of feeling out what works, what doesn't work. It also depends on the survivors. It varies from match to match, so it's nothing I can really give too much advice on, other than putting it in very high play spots like the shack and cow tree and stuff. The perks that I used, that I felt worked the best altogether, was Discordance, Thrilling Tremors, Pop Goes the Weasel, and then Corrupt Intervention. When I first did the challenge, I actually ran Save the Best for Last, Thrilling Tremors, Pop Goes the Weasel, and Corrupt. If you play a lot of demo or just killers that can abuse Save the Best for Last in general, you'll know that Shred doesn't actually take away tokens when you hit the obsession with Shred. It is a very easy ability to hit, which means it's a very easy perk to abuse. But once I got to, you know, round, you know, match 38 or whatever it was, I got paired against some really good survivors, and I realized Save the Best for Last wasn't really doing me any good in terms of catching up to survivors that are outplaying me, or survivors that are getting a little bit of a lead on me. Save the Best for Last isn't a catch-up perk at all. It's more of a win more perk. Sure, you know, if you're, you know, trying to catch up and you do build up stacks, it can help. If you pair it up, you know, once you get like 5-6 stacks on it, you can usually start downing people within 4 or 5 seconds. If you can get a hit and then they're out in the open and you can shred them. The cooldown actually lets you power up your shred to just about max firing range right as their sprint burst is about to end, and usually they're still in range of your shred. So it's actually a really deadly combo, but you just have to be able to build up stacks to that point. And if they're good survivors, they're not going to let you build up those stacks at that point. Like, they're going to understand, you know, hey, this guy's running Save the Best for Last, hey, he's running all these perks. You know, it takes a good survivor just to feel it out for a couple minutes, and they can probably guess what you have at that point. But I realized Save the Best for Last just wasn't really gonna cut it. It's a win more perk, not a catch up perk. If you fall behind at all, it's pretty much a dead perk. Especially if the obsession knows how to run you and kind of understands you're running Save the Best for Last, and just, you know, plays around tons of windows. Maps like Lery's, I think it was like a Lery's map or something, where I just could not build stacks. I couldn't use my shred at all. Lery's is probably one of the worst maps to get good survivors on against playing as demo. Like, it is miserable. You can't use shred. Portals are almost borderline useless. It's a rough time. Other perks, I mean, there are a few other perks I might recommend you could substitute out for. If you don't really want to focus on gen regression and you want to focus more on like slugging and kind of just having info, I think you could, you know, drop 2 of the perks of your liking and run something like Monitor, Abuse, and Infectious if you really want to do a slugging kind of orientated demo build. I'm not too sure how much that would work out. If you are playing against good survivors, you pretty much have no insurance on the generators, because that's ultimately what it boils down to. Is you want a lot of backup insurance in case, you know, you're on Rotten Fields or Mother's Dwelling or any of those just ginormous maps where setting up portals isn't super easy and your shred doesn't matter as much. There's you know, there's loops, but they're so spread apart. It just doesn't matter if you're downing survivors quick. You still have to spend 40 seconds just getting to your next survivor. I don't think Ruin is all that great of a perk on demo. I know typically in these 50 win streaks, I noticed that Otz uses Ruin a lot. I don't think demo is going to be one of those killers. Sure, you can use your portal to kind of defend the perk. I don't really think it's worth trying to defend with demo though. It's not a strong suit. He's not mobile to the point where he can just defend generators. It will never be a strong suit of his. It's also, I think, just a waste of a portal. I'd rather set it up somewhere more useful. And honestly, once it boils down to it, I'd rather have my portals and Pop Goes the Weasel than just a constant Ruin. It kind of lets me choose and decide where I want to allocate my pressure rather than put all of my pressure into this totem and hope that it doesn't break. So if you're running Ruin, you're pretty much sacrificing a large amount of pressure and just potential pressure just having your portal and Pop Goes the Weasel just in general. I think any other perks you might want to use. I don't think Tinker is all that good on him. Again, he doesn't really have like an insta down or anything that kind of makes sneaking up on them crazy good. I mean, he already has his portals you can use to sneak up on people near generators that you know are probably going to complete. So you don't necessarily need Tinker at all. It is a good information perk though. It definitely allows you to know which generators they're on or which ones you need to pay more attention to. So if you do, swap out, Discordance, for example, you don't care if there's multiple people on it. You just want to know when it's nearly done. You could totally swap out Discordance and run Tinker instead. But it's kind of just up to, the player, what they want to mix and match at that point. But for me, I found Discordance, Pop Goes the Weasel, Thrilling Tremors, and Corrupt. Just having a lot of insurance on the generators, it made my life a lot less stressful. Yeah, I think that's about all the tips and tricks and info that I think people need to know in order to kind of pull this kind of stuff off. He's a fun killer. Honestly, this challenge was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. By far one of the most enjoyable killers to play in the game, so I highly recommend if you haven't played demo, give him a shot. But for the matches, I chose the ones where I was having either the most difficulty or the matches that I was just the most upset and angered in. One, I think it showcases how important it is to not tilt yourself, as well try to focus on your gameplay and improving yourself even when you're in the middle of a match. I know definitely during like the first and second attempt of this win streak, I totally biffed it and I just tilted myself into oblivion. So for me, at least in my viewers, it's a good example of just trying to not tilt yourself into oblivion. I know in one of them, I just straight up stopped talking because I was just so intently focusing and just listening to noises and just trying to forethink, 3 steps ahead of my opponent. But I definitely am going to showcase, I think, the matches that had either the strongest survivors or that just showcase like a general guideline of like what I tried to explain. Well, there definitely should be some of my hardest matches, and probably the matches I was very close to losing. I know one of them in particular, I was nowhere near close to losing, but the survivors were so damn good, I would have totally lost if I gave them even like an inch. If I gave them an inch, they would have taken 20 miles, and I would have lost so hard. And I purely lucked out with what happened. That match was 100% going to be a loss for me. I know it. Down to my core, I know it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, you know, these tips help you play demo better, and hope you all have a, you know, wonderful day. Make good choices, be good people, and I'll see you. Bye-bye. Rancid Abattoir. I can already tell it's super jittery. It's so fucking weird, man. Did I hear a cowbell? What the fuck? I didn't know that was added. That's pretty cool. I don't know how this plays out. Okay. Okay, let's get everything blocked. Let's see where everybody is. They're on that gen over there. Over yonder I go. I want to take this free down rather than a pop. Well, that was a bit too obvious, my man. I don't know. I probably should have taken the pop. Just let him run a little bit. This isn't a particularly strong area. I need to start using my pop, otherwise I'm just gonna fall behind. So I need to do this. Smart plays, not dumb plays. Thoughtful plays, not aggressive. None of these. I hate all these hooks. These hooks suck. She's just gonna loop me around this, so it's kind of a bad chase as well. I'm gonna do that while I have the chance. There's multiple people over here. Very nice. Could have just dropped it, lad. You don't have to do the sacred butt wiggle. What the fuck? You ran right by me. There's no pallet here, dude. Ah, very nice. I don't have to hit you. There we go. It is genuinely such a bad add-on for a medkit to play with. It's so blatantly easy to play around. I either just wait for you to heal up and, you know, I miss out, or I just count to 10, which means I could just avoid the other one entirely. Should have just count to 10. And both the new medkit add-ons are just useless. Oh, so close. Darn. Oh there, buddy. I think they're still over here healing. They're gonna take the window. Oh, that was a good juke. Let's go back towards the map. Let's get some other pallets. Oh dear. Oh, dude's dead. I want to get this out and go to this one over here, actually. You've been sitting on gens for quite a while, buddy. Darn. Now we're down to 2. This map feels way more killer-sided than it did before. No, I can't get it. Darn it. Dead hard. I don't exactly know where in the main building it's gonna spawn. That's this match, right? Yeah. I don't exactly know where it's gonna spawn over here. Oh yeah, it spawns in here. I'd imagine she'd go to this door. Or not. No, she's gonna be on this door. What am I doing? Gotta be a way I can watch both of these. I just see her? No. Alright, that was pretty much her chance. Don't forget to hydrate. No. Do what I want. I swear, I'm pretty sure she's going for this one. There's no way she doesn't go for this one. She was on this side. I mean, that's like a mind game I'd try to go for. I'm just gonna wait till like the last second. I swear she's over here. I'm doubling down. Where are you? You were the terrible Yui? And no one in this match was particularly terrible. You guys all did pretty well. It's just a really... What? Wait, is the door open? Wait, let me see, let me see, let me see. Damn it. Actually, no, it had to have been the, it had to have been the gate because the hatch didn't pop up with the symbol. You all did pretty well. This is a pretty killer favored map, in my opinion. And then I'm demo, so it's... A lot of the loops don't really matter. I got 14 left. I'm fairly certain I can finish this today. If I don't lose, that is. And if I lose, I'm probably just gonna do another killer, because I've done demo like 4 times now. All getting so close, but not enough. Yeah, that's a really good spawn. Holy crap, these generators are like right next to each other. What? Well, that's pretty bizarre. What's the win goal? 50. I think I'm gonna go for this person here. Hey, bud. Hey there, buddy. What the fuck? Dude, I'm corn blind. Help. If I can just get certain pallets out of the way, this will be pretty easy, actually. Hey, bud, come back. Fuck. I had to charge it for just like a second longer. I'm upset. So they're still sitting there, which is really good. They don't know that I know that they're there. Are you really gonna go for the rescue? I need to pop this. There we go. I don't know where they went. Corn too strong. Also, my FPS is tanking again, which is weird. I still don't understand why it's doing that. And it's just getting especially bad on this map. Fuck. I mean, I guess I should come over here anyways. There's two people. Never mind. There's a Steve. You're really gonna loop this? I need to get this hook off just as quickly as possible. Get a portal here. Holy moly, my FPS is tanking. Stop it. I guess I'll go back. They're gonna be on that portal. Hello. Cody, is it lagging at all? Can you tell? Or do you know? Damn. I get this. Fuck, that was so smart of her. Shit. It is lagging so bad for me, it's absurd. It's making it actually really hard to aim on this map. It's just getting progressively worse and worse. Oh, it's getting so fucking bad. I'm barely able to look. What the? I'm gonna restart my computer after this. It's getting to the point where I can barely look around. I need a kill. Fuck. Didn't I restart my PC? No. I did not. I should have. It's making it very hard to play now. God, this fucking loop is nasty. I don't even have time to go and stop that. I don't know. I can barely play, man. I don't even remember who I have near the death hook. I have so many fucking hooks and no one's dead. That's the first fucking hook on that guy. I'm gonna lose. There's nothing I can do. I'm actually gonna lose. I need to kill her. Or him. I'm gonna go for him. I need these chases to stop randomly dropping. I have to play this so fucking smart. It's unbelievable. I have absolutely zero room for error. Cool, cool, cool. They're all gathering over here, which is good. Fuck. God, this loop is so fucking good and this survivor is really fucking good as well. I need to break this and just teleport back. That was a huge waste of time. I need to just ignore the Claudette. I don't know how they fast faulted that at that angle. That wasn't a fast fault angle. Or this person. I just need to kill this person. They're so fucking just uncareful. I need to stop going for the hard people. They're still not fucking dead. This is my play. Do I see them? No. I can't let them unbreakable, otherwise I'm throwing. Very nice. Oh, fuck this map. This map in Ormond. Utterly disgusting maps. You should be dead. And then conveniently I had the hatch. Fuck, this was a hard one. This Claudette is easily the worth of like the rest of her team. they won it all, it was because of this Claudette. Holy moly. Almost lost. Yeah. I almost lost. Fucking 4 up at 1 generator. Jesus. Ugh. Larry's, are you kidding me? I'm barely gonna be able to use my shred at all. If at all. Are you kidding me? Damn it. There's no point chasing that guy. This looks like to be their weak link. They're all staying very spread out as well, so this is looking like it's going to be a near impossible one to win. They're all fucking good at running, man. This setup is disgusting. Oh, I should have just fucking dodged this lobby, man. Fuck. I'm gonna lose. There's nothing I can do. None of these guys are gonna be weak players. They all have like fucking 10,000 hours combined. I should have just dodged. I know they're a 4-man. It's so fucking pointless to play this out. Yeah, I see you, Dewey. I don't fucking lose my fucking brains later. Fuck. Holy fuck, that's like the only way I could win this. Jesus Christ. Oh. That was unbelievably stressful. Because none of them, not a single one of them is a weak player by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I barely got to play against the Bill. Like, I literally just grabbed him. None of them are weak players whatsoever. That cheesy way is like the only way I would win. Holy fuck. Just load already. I really need a map that isn't gonna screw me. Please, like, no Ormond. Load, damn you. I was about to say no, the game. Fuck you. Stupid DBD. Shit. I haven't gotten this map, like, at all during the entire Winstreak. Which, like, pretty blessed, but now I'm cursed. Because it's the final boss. Oh, hey, bud. Peekaboo. Damn. Should be able to get this. You got Didard? Nope. I just need to get this hook and try to get to that generator as quickly as possible. Get off of it! You criminal scum! It's fucking gone. I can't do anything. Criminals. You gen rushing criminals. Time to die. I desperately need to get portals down, for one. But I'm ending these chases quite quickly, so I kind of want to keep this rolling. Stop! You have violated the law. So I need one right here. I can hear the Steve. I'm gonna teleport. Hopefully they'll come out of hiding. Hey everybody. It's a fucking party. Steve. Cut that shit out. Go away, Steve. Sir, that's fucking mean of you. Going downstairs. We like the party. We like the party. Doo -doo 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 -doo. I need to get more portals open. Force him to mend. We like the party. Is this closed? Damn it. Looks like you're a bit screwed no matter what, dude. Do my hooks have little pride flags? They do. I chose the charm that has a pride flag on it. So all of them have it. Right there. Then I have a rose and I have a party cake. I want to break that, but I also want to stop this. Stop molesting my generator. Get your filthy paws off of it. Well, this is going very well. I don't want to toot my horn here, but I think I've done it. I don't have to hit you until it wears off, buddy. You little goober. I am so bad at this game. Oh, goodness. I actually haven't seen the, what's his name? Oh shit, he's straight up dead. What's his name? The beard man. Fuck, I don't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Oh dear. Jeff, that's your name. Get back here, Jeff. I've barely seen the Jeff all game. Come back here. Play with me. Jeff. There's nothing here, Jeff. This loop is disgusting. I don't know why they kept it. Remember, you just have to straight up follow them over and over. Meticulously boring. Only 2 characters can outplay it too. Oh, this is a lot longer than I thought. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've done it. I have won 50 times in a row with the demo puppy. Feels good.